Tuesday. I wasn't sure what day it was. I wanted to jump on because I am going to upload a few clips I recorded throughout the week. I'm just trimming my my candles. Throughout the month. It's actually the 30th of November, but it's been a weird old month for me. I talk about this a little bit in my video, and actually I'm not going to claim it's the most interesting video because it definitely isn't, but as I mentioned before, I really like mundane YouTube videos, so I'm hoping someone else out there does as well. So let's talk a bit about the month. I can't really remember the start of the month that well. I'm trying to think if anything interesting happened. I feel like it did. Start of the month we had half term, which was like the first reason I hadn't been on here for a while, and then after half term for some reason like I just felt like it took me a long time to like catch up with other stuff because Mike's teacher, I'd like to take off a fair amount of half term to kind of hang out with him and do other stuff that we kind of don't get to do during the term time. And so that happened, and then I kind of was playing catch up after that, and then Mike caught COVID, which really luckily he got it really mildly. He had a bit of back pain, that was it. Honestly, I didn't even think it was COVID at first because who the hell gets just back pain? I didn't even really know the symptom, but like in hindsight maybe it was more like chest pain rather than back pain, because he said he could kind of feel it, his back pain here as well. Anyway, that happened. He then had to spend 10 days at home. We isolated from each other. He was upstairs, I was downstairs, because at the time this room here was our bedroom, so he just moved upstairs to a different bedroom. I like cooked everything for him. We had like this really strict regime. He did have his breakfast in the garden, so he would walk through the house with a mask on just to go to breakfast, and literally he would just walk through and straight back out. And like I was just living my normal life because that's what the government told us to do. I done a PCR test, my PCR was negative, and then the government's like, hey, you've got 2 vaccines, just go live your normal life. I felt a little bit uneasy with that, but like, I followed guidelines and they said it was fine. And then I also decided that every day I would do a rapid flow test to double check that I didn't have COVID. If you do live with someone that has got COVID, they ask you to do a 10-day PCR test. And you'll see in this video that I say, oh, I'm really fortunate, like Mike, I didn't catch COVID off Mike, and then I done my PCR test on the day that I said I was going to do it later in this vlog, and my PCR test came back positive. Honestly, I was so shocked. So I done the test on a Tuesday. Again, they don't tell you to isolate after the test, nothing like that. I went about lived my normal life on Wednesday. I went to my mum's house. Luckily, no one was home, so that was fine. But I went to my mum's house to get a pedicure. I went to shops. I went about living my normal life as I had been the week before, and bear in mind, I'd still had no positive lateral flow tests, and to this day I've still not had a positive lateral flow test, even though I've done tests for about 15 days, I would say, because that's just something I do anyway. Like I always felt that I should be doing lateral flows just regularly just in case I did have it and wasn't aware of it. Went about my normal life, and then at 9 PM on the Wednesday, my cousin had been here at like 7 PM because we thought that Mike's COVID had finished and he was allowed out. I didn't have it, so we were just fine. My cousin had been here at 7 PM. At 9 PM, I got my text message to say, like, you've done your COVID test. I almost didn't read the text message because I was so sure I didn't have COVID. And then it was like, it was positive. And honestly, I was just so shocked because I've been asymptomatic till this day. And I can't lie, like, I can't help but be a little bit unsure if the test was a false positive. But apparently it doesn't really happen that much. You're more likely to get a false negative. But you know, apparently I do have COVID. I'm home now until Saturday. It's actually been okay because it's really cold outside and I've got quite a lot to do at home. I would have been so annoyed that had I quarantined or isolated whilst Mike was at home, because obviously you can do that out of choice, and then had to isolate for a further 10 days, but like I didn't. Again, like, we can't be sure if I caught it off Mike or off someone else. Like, there's just no way of being 100% sure. Like, I probably did catch it off Mike, but I don't know if I caught it and I had it for a whole week whilst I was out and about. Again, following government guidelines, it took, like, I'm not even just following them. I was really going above and beyond to like do my lateral flows at least once a day. Some days I've done them twice because I really wanted to be sure. And like we isolated from each other in the house, which again you're not told to do. Mike was like doing his own washing upstairs, and I would like just take plates up, and then he would keep them up there until the end of quarantine, which we would then put them in the dishwasher. We were really careful, but somehow I caught it apparently. But like I said, have no symptoms, which is great, but equally I can't help but be a little unsure. So yeah, that's pretty much the update. I'm now home until Saturday, which is in, I guess I've kind of got like 4 full days now because I've got like today and 3 more days. I've actually not minded having to stay home. The annoying part is sometimes I just want to go to the shop and buy like a vegetable that I need to cook with, and I can't do that. And I also want to go buy a Christmas tree and I can't. But now I'm going to insert a few clips from the month. There's literally 2 different days. They are, one's right at the beginning of the month, one is last week. Again, they might not be interesting. This is quite a long vlog. Thank you for watching. Hope you kind of find them mildly interesting, but I'm not promising anything. Good afternoon. It is Monday and I thought I would quickly show you what I bought, what I picked up in Sainsbury's, which sounds really dull but something I would enjoy watching from someone else, so I hope some of you are interested too. It's a bit wonky. I actually thought that this weekend I would also paint the skirtings in our room upstairs because we haven't officially moved up yet, which is crazy because we have been here a while. But Mike had other ideas, as Mike sometimes does, and this is not working for me, and he instead slit his eyebrow open at football and spent like 6 hours, maybe 5 hours actually, in the hospital waiting to get that glued up. So it is now glued, but meaning I didn't achieve much this weekend either. Saturday I took my laptop to Apple on Regent Street because unfortunately that is also not working. So very uneventful weekend, but I'll show you what I bought. It wasn't a big food shop, it was just because I wanted to go pick up a notebook, and then I thought I would also pick up a few other things. We do our weekly shop usually in Lidl. We really like Lidl, but sometimes it's fun to like try out other supermarkets that have things that Lidl don't have, and it doesn't have to be expensive. Sometimes we go to Aldi and that's very exciting. I really like Aldi, just a Lidl is closer to us. And today I went to Sainsbury's because I wanted a notebook, and Sainsbury's have Habitat items and I really do like Habitat. Anyway, so first thing I picked up was sauerkraut because I had a conversation with my friend recently about sauerkraut, just because I feel like it's one of those things that I didn't grow up eating but it's supposed to be quite good for you, and I would like to incorporate into my cooking a little bit more. Last week I also picked up, wait, let me double check because the only word in my head at the moment is anchovies. Last week I also picked up capers, which I know is like quite a, like, as far as I'm concerned, it's quite like a middle class British thing to eat, but I'm very much working class and grew up eating Portuguese food, so capers weren't something we ever really had in our house. I bought those recently and I'm really enjoying cooking with them, and I really want to kind of like try cooking with other things to just like diversify my cooking, and also because it's just great to try different flavours. I'm going to open this and smell it, and I think it's going to smell really bad, but I hope I do like it. You know, it smells quite nice. Probably shouldn't stick my fingers in it. Oh, it's quite nice. This was so expensive. This cost me £4.50 and I know I shouldn't have bought it because it was so expensive. My favourite soup is the Indian lentil spinach dal soup from Tide Foods, organic. It's just so good. I usually eat it with naan, but I actually didn't buy naan. Oh, I bought tiramisu because it's something that Lidl don't really have. I bought some pita to go my tiramisu. I bought corn picnic eggs because not something they have in Lidl, and I just wanted to try them, to be honest. Just I wanted something different in terms of a snack in the fridge. A seeded bloomer, and then I also bought, this is really exciting, I also bought just some King's Meal. I just freeze this because it's only really me eating bread, so I'll eat this first and then I'll kind of start going through the King's Meal that's in the freezer and just take out a slice a day. Oh, I also bought some vegetarian chicken slices. I really like the vegetarian ham from Corn, but they didn't have any, so I thought I'd give this a go. It smells like what I'd expect it to smell like. Oh, I bought a goat's cheese and caramelized onion pizza. No idea when we're gonna eat this, but I'm really into goat's cheese at the moment. I don't really like cheese, but goat's cheese for some reason I'm liking a little bit more. And then for one of my friends, because it was her birthday a little while back and I didn't buy her anything, this is the quick roasting tin. I kind of want this for myself. I kind of want the green roasting tin as well. Yeah, I picked this up for her. It's like £10, and I just think it's got like really delicious looking recipes in it. So that's a gift. And then I also picked up, let's move over there. Oh, I can't show you my table because it's so messy. I also picked up some little containers, which I will be putting flour in and like other baking bits, but I need to go tidy. I have been out of the house most of the day today because I had quite a lot of work to shoot outside. So now I'm gonna tidy my house, tidy the kitchen at least, put the things in here. This one needs emptying, but that might be a task for later. I don't think this is gonna fit. That is really very annoying. I thought there was no way it wouldn't fit. I guess I'm gonna have to put that somewhere. That is really, really annoying. Means I need to get a bigger one for self-raising flour. I wasn't sure how many of these I'd need, but I'm gonna buy another one for some corn flour. Although to be honest, we don't really use corn flour. My cousin bought it because he wanted to bake something at my house. And I am actually just gonna stick in the little, like this, to tell me what it is. I know other people have, what are those things called? I can't even remember. But I might ask one for Christmas, but at the moment, I do not have one. Oh. Good morning, welcome to a new video. I just realised I'm still in my pyjamas. I'm just in my pyjama top. I need to get changed, but it's just been one of those days, one of those weeks. It's only Tuesday. Mike is home today, but he's home because last week he had the C word. Luckily I didn't catch it. Honestly, I think it must have been because of the vaccine. We shared a bed up until he tested positive because his only symptoms was back pain. But anyway, thankfully I didn't catch it. I am going to do a PCR test today just to confirm that I'm fine, but I haven't had any symptoms and I've been doing lateral flows, so it should be fine. He is off work until tomorrow. We are kind of like moving house stuff around. We moved our stuff upstairs. Don't get me wrong, like this room needs so much work. Basically everything needs to be changed, I would say. Like I don't know if I like this bed spread. It's from Anthropology, but I'm just not sure. This little bedside table, like it's fine, but I don't love it. The room kind of needs to be painted. That IKEA Malm just isn't the vibe. The bed we think is too small for this room, because basically, I don't know if I mentioned this before, I have, but like just in case you're new here, or you don't remember, because why would you remember? All this stuff was in my office. We were sleeping in my office until yesterday. Last night was the first night we slept upstairs. So we have like office stuff to move around. Oh, our back room is like honestly the messiest thing in the world. Our back room is kind of currently just storage, but it's like you can't even get in there. It's because when we found out Mike had COVID, I like emptied this room and just threw everything back there because I was like, I thought maybe he'd want to use this room. He didn't. He used the middle room instead. He used this room like minimally, but I probably could have just left everything in here. I need to do my skincare, and I very much went to look for my tripod so I could do my skincare, but no, couldn't find it. Oh look, we even have like cleaning products still here because we had to like clean just lots really, but we do need to clean these windows because people that lived here previously put tape all over them. I don't understand, maybe it was like for Christmas or something, but there's like little like leftover tape strips everywhere. But I'm gonna quickly go do my makeup now. Well, actually I'm not gonna do makeup, I'm just gonna do my skincare, maybe a bit of concealer because recently my bags have just been so bad. We're just kind of starting to tidy. Let me tell you, like this room is a mess. Please bear in mind, to be honest, the whole house is a mess. But like we're just moving things around, and there's like things just don't have homes. This is kind of going to be the first kind of move towards the office, but I really want to paint it and like really decorate it. You can take this up. Thank you. Mike is here.
Hello.
He's just here to build the desk, to be honest. I don't know why he's very excited about it, but I'll show you kind of the bits that I'm going to keep in here for now. So this chair is going to stay. Is it going to focus? Yeah, this chair is going to stay. I don't know where. This rail, I do want a black one. I think this room is going to be very, very white otherwise. Here's a mirror. Again, I think I want a black, bigger mirror. I forgot I look this ridiculous. These are my Uggs that I wear at home. I was once given them and they haven't really, like I've never really worn them out. This is just craziness, but this is quite a big mirror, but this is also very high ceiling, so I feel like anything in this room looks very small. So I think I want a taller black one for in here. I really forgot I looked this ridiculous. This chair I think is going to stay. It needs a bit of a wipe down, but I think it's just kind of slightly dirty from sitting on it with jeans, but that's kind of what happens. These curtains I really like, and they're going to just stay for now. I might put up a privacy film, I'm unsure, who knows. And then my desk is probably gonna go in this corner, but yeah, it has to clear out all this rubbish. Annoyingly, the rug in the front room is supposed to be for here, but people use the front room more, and I'm not like ready to buy a rug for them, because I think I want to buy a sofa first, so I'm a bit conflicted as to what to do. Also, this room for now will be my office, but in the future it might be a playroom if we have kids. It might just be like a nicer sitting room. Like, it's definitely going to be a room that changes. I don't think it'll be my office forever, but I feel very fortunate because I really do like this room. It's probably my favourite room in the house. So yeah, I'm very happy that Mike has let me have this room, although he said it's not my room, it's our office. But I'm still yet to understand how he's going to teach his classroom from this office.
The Office. It's The Office. In homage to the best series of all time.
I also need to sweep all the leaves from outside our house, which I'm really not looking forward to doing. So we've opened the box, and this is it. This is actually gifted to me. It's by Beasley, I think that's how you pronounce it, and actually I really like it. I really struggled to find a desk that I loved and that wasn't too small, and I think this is it. I'm very excited. I'll give you a sneak peek of the colour I went for. It's only a hint of green, but I'm really into green. Oh wait, I changed my jumper, but I thought I'd let you know that this isn't actually a sponsored post or anything like that, and they were just very kind to gift me this desk. But these are the instructions. A week or so ago, Mike and I built a habitat wardrobe. Was it easy?
It was okay.
It wasn't that easy though, whereas this, I think we just attached the legs, which seems like the dream. This was also UK made, which is very nice, and we had like a really nice delivery guy who came to deliver it from Wales. The desk is in place. I need to have a little bit of like a play around in this room, because I don't know, I feel like this room is like a decent size. It's obviously not the biggest room in the world because we just don't have the biggest house in the world. It's probably like, we have like 2 bedrooms smaller than this. I think our living room is slightly bigger than this, but not much. But our bedroom's a fair bit bigger. I was really shocked by how big our bedroom is. I know we've like lived here for ages, but we hadn't had our stuff in it, and we hadn't really had much stuff. And then we put our bed in and we were like, crap, maybe we need to get a bigger bed, but we'll see. I'm actually gonna close my curtain because I don't want people to see me vlogging basically. The lighting in this room is beautiful. That's why I'm so excited about this room, especially in like the late afternoon in the summer, but in the winter it's kind of around this time. It's only like 2 o'clock, the light gets really nice, but annoyingly Mike forgot he had a meeting. I think he only remembered like half an hour before, so he hasn't even had lunch, and it's a long 2-hour meeting, so I've kind of got 2 hours by myself. But I went to the recycling centre. I didn't vlog that because I feel like we kind of ended up like really like trying to get things done quickly. Sorry, the lighting is going to change a fair bit. Oh my god, there's so many cobwebs in my house. I don't know what's going on. Like, I swear to god I hoover them like every couple of days. Anyway, I'm having some lunch. Mike kindly put in some sausages. Because he can't leave the house, I had to go to the recycling centre. I'll show you what I'm having. It looks a bit gross because I've eaten half of it, but I am having veggie sausages, which are the Linda McCartney ones. They're my favourite. We had this yesterday actually, but we just made like new sausages and new Yorkshire puddings, and then leftover like roast from yesterday. So there's like roast potatoes, sweet potatoes, carrots and turnips. I'm in love with turnips. Like, I know it's ridiculous, and Mike was like, why? Like, he doesn't get it, but I really enjoy turnips. Why is my nose running? But I just have like the entire house to tidy. Like, I'm not even exaggerating. Like, it feels like we're getting somewhere, but there's just so much to do. On the day that Mike tested positive, we basically built our wardrobe like that day, and then he tested positive. So then I haven't really had time to like put stuff in that wardrobe. We kind of like just threw things in because that was the room that he was isolating in, and then like, we moved our stuff upstairs and the office, and like I haven't really had access to the upstairs for like 10 days, so maybe 8 days. So you know, there's just a lot going on. But I'm gonna have my lunch now, and I'm watching, this is gonna surprise no one, I feel like there's like 4 people I watch on YouTube. Today it's Rihanna and Ashley. I'm very excited. I love her vlogs, and she hasn't vlogged in like a week, and like I know I go weeks and weeks without vlogging, but I just miss them so much when other people do it. I'm really trying to like not show you the amount of messes in my living room, but That was delicious. That's honestly my favourite meal. I think for dinner we're gonna have curry, just because it means that we can then eat some tomorrow, and I might try and make a large portion and then I can freeze it. Occasionally, not that occasionally, but maybe like once a week, we'll have like an oven pizza or fish pies or something like that, and I really want to move away from that. I know it's not the end of the world, and like in the grand scheme of things, we share like one pizza, half a pizza each isn't really that bad, but I just want to stop eating like shop bought stuff. So I feel like we have to like just cook stuff and freeze it. So we'll see, but I'm gonna go get started with other stuff. I don't even know where to start, there's so much to do. So my kind of attitude, I think, to kind of house stuff is A, to not do things too quickly, and B, to kind of live with the space before doing any major changes. So, you know, I don't really want to paint this yet. I need to live here for a little while. I mean, I lived here for months. I mean, I need to like see how this space functions as an office before we start like building shelves in the alcoves, which is likely to happen. Before we, I don't know, paint. I do need to paint the skirting though, because it's gone yellow, and I feel like that might be something that I have to do quite soon, because I want to be able to like film against this wall, and the yellow skirtings are not the one. But one thing I do think is that I need to move this sofa, which is full of rubbish, over to that corner, because when people walk into the house, this is like the first room they kind of see, and I don't want it to look like a changing room, which is what it will look like with a rail. So I think that's probably what I'm going to do now. He's at this meeting.
Oh, hello.
I'm just saying that I feel very lucky that you're letting me have this as my office.
You're very lucky to have me as a boyfriend, yes. You should say that.
Oh, I cannot deny that. You've done a great job sweeping outside.
Thanks.
Yeah. Mike's up the leaves.
I thought you were going to say, oh, look at these leaves.
Yeah, you did leave leaves there, but I pick my battles. If you see my best compared to the couple of leaves you left, I cannot complain.
Where's the robe?
No, I can put on a jumper.
I'm cold.
Your jumper's just there. I know, I'm gonna go talk to Mike. Are you excited to talk to me?
Yeah.
You haven't had lunch yet. So back to present day me. That is the end of my vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a bit of a boring one. I think I might vlog the next couple of days. I don't think there'll be a video tomorrow though, but maybe in like 2 or 3 days there may be another vlog, because I am looking forward to doing some Christmassy stuff at home, and then on Saturday I'll finally be allowed out the house. Mike's actually busy at school on Saturday. I don't know what's going on here. I'll look into that later. But I'm going to go to Poundland because they have some really nice Christmas decorations, and I think I need a few more. And what else do I want to do? I have to do a food shop, just things I haven't been able to do from home, because yes, I can online shop, but there's some shops you can't online shop at, and I really like to do my food shop in person. So that's gonna be my plan for Saturday, but that's a while off still. Today's Tuesday, so maybe I'll film tomorrow and the next couple of days. Hopefully a few Christmassy things, but do come back in a couple of days if you are interested in that, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye.